Quick response by special constables, villagers of Bullitree and the police foiled what, from all indications, would have been a kidnapping with a demand for ransom for the victim's release. The perpetrators successfully carried out the first part of their plan when sometime around 8 this morning they stalked and eventually held up a white Kia Sportage with its 3 occupants near the Bullitree village cemetery. Inside the vehicle were the owner of the Parrots Nest Resort, Theo Cocchi Stevens, and 2 tourists, 18-year-old Theo Cocchi and his sister, 22-year-old Manisha Cocchi of St. Paul, Virginia, USA, who were staying at her resort. Reports are that 4 Hispanic men, all wearing masks and wielding what appeared to be machine guns, proceeded to carry out their plan. Businesswoman Cariddi, who was one of the first to be alerted and to respond to the call for help, told Love News how it unfolded.
They were coming out of the other side of the village, yes, and with the owner. And they were held up then and taken. They had Theo drive the vehicle because they couldn't drive it. They kept stalling out. But then they continued on foot and they released Theo and sent her back with a message saying that they wanted $75,000 in an hour.
But while the kidnappers took away Theo Stevens' jewelry and cell phone, their plan did not materialize into a successful ransom, because upon her release, she scurried back to her resort and informed the people there what was happening. That was where the community, along with special constables and the police, sprung into action.
We got a message that they were up the road, right? So my sons took off with my 13 guys and went up the road. The police joined them. Some more neighborhood watch and constable joined them. It's my understanding that they recovered both of the kidnapped victims within 2 hours of it happening.
The kidnappers reportedly fled before anyone could close in on them, but their victims both escaped serious injury and they were able to describe their kidnappers as well-read, according to Cariddi.
They are saying that these are educated, clean-cut Spanish that speak book Spanish. So you know what I mean by that. These are not peons. They are not common men.
While the assailants were described to be Hispanic men, probably not from the area, Cariddi and other residents strongly suspect, by the way that the incident was carried out, that the masterminds are 2 Belizeans who are wanted for a series of offenses in the community.
Where they hid these people out, you would have to know this area well to know that that cave exists, because it doesn't show. It's on the riverside. It's hidden.
The police later discovered a blue knapsack containing wet clothing, which they believe the kidnappers wore upon commission of the crime. The white Kia Sportage was also recovered not far away. Police have received reports that 3 Hispanic men were seen fleeing towards the border with Guatemala, and the police presence in the area was noticeably heavily pronounced by mid-afternoon. Meanwhile, the brother and sister duo who checked into the Parrots Nest Resort on January 6th are scheduled to depart the country on Friday. But hoteliers in the area have expressed concerns over how their nightmarish experience could reflect on the tourism industry, which is now in its peak season in Belize. Reporting for Love News, I'm Marian Ali.